All right, everybody, welcome in. I've already recorded my Greeks to kind of streamline us today. So finally, our theta in the IRA account is what I would deem sufficient because our rule is we want our theta between 0.01% of your total account value and 1% of your total account value. So I had been not had enough theta, but what we were doing is we've just been trying to put a trade on every day until we get there. And so here we are. We're finally there. And cool thing is, remember, theta is a measure of risk as well. Everybody says, I want to maximize theta. No, you don't. You don't want too much theta because theta is representation of the amount of risk that you have on in your account. So we're at 0.1%, feeling really, really good about that. And we're using right at 34% of our buying power. Which is right where we should be. If VIX is between 20 and 30, we use 35% max. Now I go over that some in certain, that's not a hard rule, but I mean, if I was at 38%, I'd probably be okay. But what is the VIX today? Let's look at our little VIX. VIX is down again, y'all. How about that? Volatility still coming in, 21.48. Let's look at the chart. Oh yeah. You see VIX swings, baby. It swings up, it swings down, swings up, swings down. And so we are swinging down. Really, really good. And so everything looks good. The final thing over here says no delta adjustment necessary. So I am pretty delta neutral at 28.59. Good theta. Manageable Vega, theta finally where it needs to be. So I've got a little bit of buying power to play with. So we will not open a trade and close a trade today. On this account, we will put on a new trade. All right, so what is the market doing today? So the market is down 0.6%. And this is one of those strange days. They don't happen often where the market is down and VIX is down at the same time. Doesn't happen often. Sometimes it does. When it does, it's interesting, no doubt, that volatility is down. Does it give us a tip as to what may happen tomorrow? No, not really, I don't think. But market's down a pretty good chunk, right? Down below the overnight low, down below this pivot point, down below VWAP, hourly mid, 15-minute opening range. And here's the cash open when we open today. Where's the overnight high? Oh, I guess here's the overnight high. Look at there. Punch right on top of the opening 15-minute range. Very cool. AD is negative 35, so we're neutral in AD. Not much to see there. See what the volume is. Remember, we've been having low volume lately. Yeah, that's another low volume day, right? Averaging about 3,900 contracts on a 2-minute time interval here. So, kind of low. Something happened here. What happened there? Did the president say something? Did Russia do something? Who cares? All right. So let's go over here and see what it looks like on our big green monster. All right. Look at these pivot points, baby. Not pivot points, but what is this thing? The Fibonacci thing. All right. I need to take those off, even though it is cool how see how it works, right? Look, we drew this a couple of days ago, or here it is. These things actually work for some reason. I don't know. So it looks like we're bound in this little range right here. I'll leave them on. So where are we? We are oversold. Right? Price is oversold. Here's the fair value range. There's our 50% line, and the point of control has moved down here now, rather than where it used to be up here. So look at this, y'all. The volume, where the most volume is traded, volume is really comfortable. Traders are really comfortable trading in this 44.34 area. So, they may stay here a while in the oversold area. Very interesting that we're building up volume in this area. Now, if you're looking at this totally, you would expect price to go from oversold back into the fair value zone, but we're staying here and may stay here for a little while longer to see if we I want to stay in this area. It's very, very cool though. All right, I've not opened screwdriver yet. Let's see if we can open screwdriver. See what our screwdriver's looking like. I don't think I even looked at it yesterday. So that's right. So it's going to make me start it over. Let's dog it. I hate when it does that. All right. So we'll look at the screwdriver. So everything's fine with the account. So what do we start doing? We start putting wrist on, taking wrist off. So here we go. So let's put us on a trade on a big down day. So that's a good day to put on 111. I like 112s on up days, 111 on down days. Let's go put us on one trade table. All right. Where we going? Close to 60 days out going over. That's where I like them. You can put them wherever you want to. And let's try just putting it right here. Let's buy one somewhere down here. Let's buy one here. And let's sell one. 50 points under that. Sell one here. I said sell one here. There we go. What was that? That's going for $12.75. So we got to move them down because we like doing the $10. Now, the cool thing is some of y'all are doing some neat stuff in our Discord room. Y'all got all kind of discussions going on, and you're doing things different ways. And I love it. I love the discussion. Some of you are doing this at the money. That's fine. You got your own little things that y'all are doing. That's great. And never think you got to do stuff just like I do, right? Because y'all probably find better ways of doing things that I do. Y'all just keep doing it. Keep experimenting. Have fun with this stuff. Because this stuff is fun. Oh, we love it, don't we? So let's go down here. 40 to 40, 41.90 is at $10. Let's go to 1 and $9.75. Bump that up $10. See if we can get filled. Boom. We're in. Now, we want to do now we want to sell something to pay for that. So we paid $10 for that spread. So let's sell something where we can get, $20 or so. How about this one? We'll do this $39.20. Got to fully fund the options that we bought. There we go. Good. All right. So everybody understands the 111, right? It's buying a 50-point wide put debit spread for about $10, and then financing it by selling a naked put for around $20 to finance the purchase of the debit spread. All right, let's see what our little thing looks like. Curve, go to analysis so we can see what all of our little positions look like. Scale out and just see this beautiful, gorgeous little hump of profit, our little profit curve to the downside. We've got a nice little profit curve way to the upside, right? This is the expiration, at expiration. Here's the T0 line right here. Right? But it's a nice wide range. Look at this of profit. Got tons of positions on building this little thing. And the cool thing as days progress, it just gets stronger and stronger, right? Our little profit line just goes up and up and up. All right. So what are we going to do now? We're going to put this same trade on into the IRA account. Bobby, shouldn't you be doing different trades in different accounts? I don't know. Maybe. It's harder to put the trade in over here because it just is. It's easier to build these trades in the Tastyworks. Yes. Same strikes. We'll go 47 days out. 47. Yep, 47. So we're going to sell the 39.20. Come on, little kitty. Come on. 39.20. She is. We're going to sell that one. Got to hold your control key down for each leg, y'all. Then we're going to do the 42.30, 41.80 put spread. So we'll buy where we've already bought one. No problem doing that. Right? So we'll control buy in a 41.8. Control key. All right, so we'll take this down to $12. See if we get some fill. Come on. Come on. Crap. We'll put that to 1175. And we're in. And we're in. 1175. All right, so let's put this in to the IRA account. So go to macros. The spreadsheet is in our Discord channel if y'all are not using it yet. And I do have some touch-ups I got to do to it. I just have not had time. So this is a 111, right? So this will be our 111 ninth. And the stripes are 42.30, 41.80, 9.20 on the put side. And then I got a little drop down menu. You can choose 111. We'll do this 47 days. 414, baby. The people on the Titanic were thinking, hey, life is good, right? All's well at about this time of the day. And then came April the 15th when the dang thing sunk. On tax day of all days. All right, so we got filled at 1175. And my youngest son, JoJo, he's just infatuated with the Titanic right now. So me and him were watching Titanic. And he's like, is Jack really dead? And I'm trying to tell him, look, Jack was not really on the ship. Well, what about Rose? I'm like, oh, man. And he can't understand Rose being the old woman and her being the young, beautiful redhead. He can't understand that. I'm like, JoJo, we all get old, baby. I was like, your daddy used to be hot back there in the day. Now look at me. Like a mute hit me in the face. Trying to understand. Just show a kid that. It's pretty cool. All right, so we got our 111 ninth on. So let's put it in our group. I hope y'all are enjoying groupings, right? So 111 ninth. Let's put that in there. 111 unallocated. Move to the group. Click on add group. 111 Don't tell me I've already got one. Whew. Good. Take a quick look at my Greeks real quick. More time. So about the same in Delta, good Theta, and good Vega. And see, we're still at about 34, 35% buying power. Beautiful. All right, so now let's go back. The trade thing. Let's see. Here's the order right here that I just did. Cancel. Oh, no, cancel. I was trying to do, how did I do it yesterday where I pulled it up and I was doing the same trade again? Y'all remember that? It was so cool. I was like, oh man, that's all I got to do, right? Well, change account. See if it gives it to me again. I don't know how I did that yesterday. Find squirrel, find something. I hadn't played enough around here. All right, we'll just rebuild it. No big today. So I'm going to sell the 39.20. Some of y'all like, I already saw this. If you got several accounts, you put these on in, though. That's what you got to do. So we're selling the 39.20. Here she is. Doing the 42.30. 30. Buy that one. Sell 40.80. 12.25. Let's see if we can get it on for 12. Come on, do better in this account than I did the other. Come on, baby. Fill me. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, yeah. How about that? How about that, Jack and Rose? Would have been neat if that song had been a little ditty about Jack and Rose. So close the IRA spreadsheet. All right, so here we go. So we're doing a MES. We did one tranche A. One. This will be 75th, the 75th one that we've done. And we're doing the 4230, 4180, 3920. You do not have to put these stripes on here if you don't want to. I like looking at them. I'm not like this one was at 3920. Wow, this one was at 3940. I just like to look at it. Put 111. 47 days. 1422. Y'all can't put on one a day. Put on one, once a week, 2 a week, whatever you want to do. We got filled at 12 on that one, so we got an extra $1 or so by getting a good feel. All right, so 11175. So let's go put it in its group. Monitor 111. Group. What I said was 75th. Yeah, 75th. Which means I've done at least 150 of these, right? How many losers have we had? 0. Yeah, but Bobby, that doesn't mean you're not going to have a loss, you fat black class 9-toed bastard. Yeah, I know. Here's what it is. 75th. All right, so we got all our trades in today. Got nothing else to do. Now, here's the fun part. Here's where we go and we say, hey, baby, let's take one off. Why? Because I got way more deltas and thetas and vegas and everything. I got plenty of theta in this account. So I'm going to take off my biggest win by percentage. So here's 59%. Huh, we mopped the floor with 59%. They're -4%. Oh, get back with me. Oh, that's what we just put up. 100%, baby. I like it. 41%. You mean nothing to me. Nothing. -2%. Come to me later, baby. 68%. Please. 92%. Get out of here. 94% down. Come to me later, baby. -93%. Who gives a rip? Up 23%. Up 93. Up 57. Up 11. And y'all laughed at me on that bear spread. Look, 55%. In what, 2 days? 11%, 39%, 27%, 93%. Oh, come to me later when you're mature. 54%, 63%, 2%. Please. We wouldn't wipe our butt with 2%. All right, so we're going to close this one, the 1127. All right, how do you do it? Well, I close my nakeds first. We don't want people to see us naked. All right, now watch these spreads down, right? Because someone said liquidity is really terrible in the micros. Well, it's sufficient for what we do. So we don't want to try the NAT because since we're paying, we want to go down to that mid 525 and see if we can get out of these. Let's get out. Oh yeah. Now here's where Matt had to interject yesterday. Matt, are you here today? Where's Matt? All right, but Matt did a real good one on me yesterday. He said, Bobby, why are you going to close that put debit spread, dude? He said, you're getting nothing for it. What was I bringing in, like 15 cents? He said, why not just leave it open? Let's look at this one. See what we can close this one at for. So put debit spread, it's already paid for, y'all. And here, I can get what you bid in that, right? So if we're getting a credit, we would like to take in the bigger credit. So let's say if you take in $10, that's $47. I'm gonna close this one if we get filled there. Right? But yesterday it was like, we're bringing in nothing. I mean, it was basically worthless. So leave it on. I have to play with this one a little bit. Let's go to 975. Make it less advantageous. That probably will fill. Yeah, okay, there we go. So we're out with a 975 credit. Now, I do a little bit of math, and the spreadsheet will be updated at some point. So we close this. How much of a debit do we have? Well, let's see. Duplicate order. Close that for 55.44. That's money out. 55.44. Money out. We paid that out. And we took money in with our credit. So our credit, we got money in of, we got 45.81. Took that in, so that's plus money plus 45.81. So our total debit was 963 on the 1127, was it? Make sure. What did we just close? We just closed the 1127. Yeah. Number was 963 debit. 1127. So our total debit was 963. So here's the debit. And we closed it on 4/14/22. Now you could also say I'm gonna close my oldest trade, right? You could do that, which this was my oldest trade still on the board. So you could just say I'm gonna close my old, however you want to, but the one that has the biggest dollar win, or I just kind of like it by the one that has the biggest percentage win, right? So we made $76.99 on that spread. Ooh. Let's make this whole line green. Now, our back test and our experience has shown us that we should probably be positive on 98% of these trades. That's what we're looking at. Right? Nice, beautiful trade. There she is. Closing that in, and we put in our new one. So yeah, look at this. Now, I've got on a lot more trades than what you see here. I finally got back in the habit of putting them in my spreadsheet. So some of our trades are not in my spreadsheet, and that's horrible. And I don't know if I want to go back and put them in or not, but we're, from now on, let's just say from now on, we're going to put these things in so that we can keep stats on these things and see, how long that we're staying in, what's our average profits, things of that nature. So far, you see, here's a number of days in the trade. So we're anywhere from 21 to 28 days. So if you're putting them on around 60 days, we expect these to come off in 21 days, 28 days, 24 days. So really, 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 really good by doing that. And then, I guess you could say this gets incredibly boring. All right, you're doing the same thing over and over, but we're doing it because it really, really works. It's really working well. And, maybe you need an exit criteria. Some people are in the room saying, I need to stop on this or blah, blah, blah. Well, you can't do stop orders on futures in thinkorswim. So if you're running stops on your naked component or whatever you're doing, you're going to have to do some type of alert because you can't actually put in a stop order. I just don't use stops. I just don't use them. Now, that doesn't mean I won't close something if it goes against me. But for right now, I'm not. Let's look at how all of our micro trades look. Expirations. Let's see. What these look like. All hide simulations, single symbol, all groups. That was a symbol. Ta-da! Just doesn't look as good as it does in Tastyworks. Thinkorswim, y'all need to work on your graphics, baby, because I like stuff that looks like this. Like this picture, I can tell a lot more about this picture than I can this picture. This picture is like, what the crap? The devil is this? Well, that's hard for me telling you. I go over here and I go, I got it. I got it. Price is doing what price is doing. We're doing really, really good. We've got profit hump down to the side. And the cool thing about this one is if you want to, you can run the days on this thing too, right? So this is 413, 414. It should be 414. You see the line go up? See this T0 line? Watch it go as I move the date. Just watch this line right here. So you watch that line as days go up, profit hump goes up. See it? Isn't that beautiful? Uh-oh, a lot of our positions just expire. But what did it do to our profit hump? Profit hump keeps going up. And builds a nice little hedge to the downside. It's really, really cool. There we go. So here we are, T0 line, but T expiration was really, really, really good. And the cool thing that we like about these trades is that you can do anything with them, right? Because it's the same thing that we were doing back in early 2020 when we were selling a put, we close the put. We put one on, take one off. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Y'all remember from Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off. Except we've got that little debit spread kicker in there that gives us a little bit of a hedge that you wouldn't have. I mean, can you imagine if you were just doing, what would your graph look like if we were just selling a put? Well, you would see, boom. I mean, you'd be all in loss if you went right here. But because we're buying that put debit spread on the downside, got a nice little built-in hedge to the downside. Just a really cool trade. All right. Well, we're out here in 30 minutes today. Anyone got any questions about anything? Anything that we're doing? Anything that we're rolling? Are y'all doing these trades or y'all just coming in here and just watching? Everybody doing them?
I walk the talk.
There you go, Ken. Ken's doing it. Ken, how you feeling? You doing okay?
I'm doing great. I just got back from a vacation, and yesterday I was discombobulated, just out of routine. So I was not fit to trade because my mind wasn't right, but I am today. But I'm doing fine. My vision comes and goes. It is generally improving. In fact, it's cleared up enough today where was before Zoom started. I was working on a spreadsheet to help me sort out some of my cycles, and to because right now my vision is so bad I have trouble keeping my world organized, so I need some help.
Sure.
And so prognosis on that is good. Trading wise, I've been static this last couple of weeks. Oh, more like 10 days, where I'm not really making money. Although yesterday was an $1,100 day for me on one account, and exactly right, the ball decided to disappear, and that's good. And I don't think we're done with the downside, so I actually bought a put, and right now I'm doing something I swore I'd never do again, and that's leg into a spread. And I'm trying to leg into a put debit spread, and to ultimately make it a 1-1-2.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I'm playing. I'm having fun.
Yeah, we all love this stuff. So I'm glad you did. You went to Dahlonega, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to go there. You're not ready for it yet because of the kids. The kids will be there and they'll think it's great for about 30 minutes to an hour, and then it is going to work.
Oh yeah. Dahlonega, y'all's where the gold was in Georgia, right?
Yeah, I think Dahlonega is Cherokee for gold. I think it means gold in Cherokee language.
Yeah.
So,
it's not too far from Helen, right? I mean, Dahlonega is.
Oh yeah, you can throw a rock and hit Ellen. Yeah.
Yeah, Helen's where Beth asked me to marry her, which was at Anna Ruby Falls up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's one thing I've seen a lot. Like when you explain, I call it the island rising out of the sea. But once you got all those 1-1-1s are starting to mature, you see it rise up that hump, and that's enormously valuable. One thing people ought to consider, and you don't see this when you start, but once you got, I'd say about 7 of them on, you'll start to see that the thing is a self-hedger, and that it spreads out that hump, and so you got a great deal of security that's going to work out for you. And I noticed that after 2 weeks, your 1-1-1 should be profitable. at, if it goes down, because that what it is the time decay is there's enough of that to where your debit spread start to show profit. And so after, you spread like I don't know how many do you have out right now, but once you got that spread out over several weeks, it's one of the strongest things I've ever seen. I sleep like a baby at night, and I want to confirm what you said. Since we started doing this, I have never had a losing trade on a 1-1-1, never. And I can't say that about anything else in my experience,
Yeah,
mine or anybody else's.
It's a great trade with great expectancy, and I think as long as we occasionally do black swan hedge or do the VIX hedge or something to as further hedge, this is a great strategy.
Yep.
It really is. So I'm glad everybody's enjoying it. And let's see, what are we saying in chat? I hope everybody's doing. Let's see, on the spreadsheet, if the suggested SPY delta neutrality says negative 250, I'm not sure what adjustment I'm supposed to make. So MRP, only look to the last column, right? So make sure you're only looking at this column. Right? So if it says negative 186, that means what you should do is get negative deltas. Well, how would you do that? Well, you could do a bearish 111 or 112 like we put on yesterday or day before yesterday. Put that on. So basically you would be doing selling calls or call spreads, right? Doing something on the call side to get negative deltas. So like in the case of a bearish 111 or 112, what you're doing is you're selling a naked call, or you could do a call spread if you're not comfortable with naked calls, and then we're buying a put debit spread to get negative delta. So that's what you do. Now, remember MRP, Rome wasn't built in a day. So I don't expect you to get all your negative 250 deltas in a day. It's just that you need to start heading. This is to tell you, hey, you're too long. You need to start getting negative deltas. How do you get negative deltas? Well, you'll start putting trades on the call side, or buying put debit spreads, or doing a VIX hedge, or doing a black swan hedge, something to get you some negative deltas in the account. That's what that means. Because here we just don't want you to get too far bullish or too far short. That's what this is, right? It's saying you need to adjust your deltas, because basically this is what Bobby is calling delta neutral. Your delta neutral, even though I'm positive deltas of 39 in this account, it's saying, hey, you're delta neutral. You just don't get too far one way or the other. And this is what helps you. You can hide these two columns if you want to. I like seeing them because I'm just used to it, but I don't even look at the O and the P. All right, good session, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow.